final speaker of the night, last but not least, is independent candidate J.L. Mueller. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us today, John. John Lewis Mueller is the only gubernatorial candidate born, raised, and funded strictly by and for Arizona. He's an engineer by trade and creator of the alternative fuel-powered Mueller Automobile Company. He has spent decades as a contractor and large project developer researching Arizona for the best locations to establish new industries. His passion to end party politics by becoming governor has ultimately demanded an even playing field for everyone regardless of who they may be. John feels the current condition of our state economy must transcend politics, and Arizona must run Arizona. He lives in Pinetop Lakeside with his wife and 2 sons. My question for you today, JL, is although independents form the largest percentage of constituents today, our Arizona legislature is made up almost exclusively of Democrats and Republicans. How do you plan to be effective and implement your ideas and solutions with a deeply partisan Democratic and Republican legislature? Do you have 10 minutes, JL?
10 minutes, okay. I'll try to spend 10 minutes doing this. Thank you. And thank everybody for being here, and I appreciate the invitation. I'll just cut to the quick answer because it's really easy. If Arizona elected me or an independent, I believe that would send a big message to the legislature that the Democrats and Republicans need to step back and stop playing their games of trying to make each other popular or themselves popular. It's supposed to be about us, about Arizona, not about the party running out of DC. And if that didn't work, I would be the only elected official in the country that has not taken an oath of office and then violated it and committing fraud. So that means I would be able to charge them with the crime of fraud. And holding that over their head, kind of like a threat, yeah. You either play the game or I'm going to charge you with fraud, because the governor's first duty is to enforce the laws. And that is the laws, being the Bill of Rights laws, not the statutes. Okay, that's answered. Here's the other issues. I'm not a pro at this, and I got to apologize for the jeans and the boots, but I just rode down on a motorcycle from Lakeside. So this is me. And my voice might be a little bit rough because I probably ate a June bug or a grasshopper or something. I don't know. So bear with me on that. And I'm going to try a joke that I tried at the League of Women Voters. Barry was there. I failed miserably on this when I was there. Okay, I've been in a marriage for 17 years. For the last 2 years, it's been a same-sex marriage. At least that's what my wife says. Okay, they didn't get it either, but okay, you got it. I should have asked how many people were married before I threw that one at you. I keep hearing these ideas of cutting this, twisting this, bending these rules, or whatever these guys want to do to create money. Okay, there's a thing called jobs and industry, and that's where I come in. I've been scouting the state for at least 25 years for the proper areas, for the proper industries, water-wise, employee setups, I mean everything. So I know the state really well. And yeah, my mouth is getting very dry, so bear with me here. Like I said, it was a bug or something. But I'm new at this. So what I do is I put together businesses and Arizona. I've been trying to do this for 25 years. The state's been rejecting me because I won't bring in any group that wants to pay to play. That's where the Arizona Commerce Authority comes in. They need to be thrown out. It's a terrible group of people. They have terrible rules on how to best spend your money, my money, to entice companies to come into the state. And no one wins, except for maybe the companies. I've got a long list of companies that want to move into the state and start business right now. The way that I'm bringing them in is with the land lease issues. I'm going to take Arizona's state land, not all of it, not the pretty stuff, and the federal land and turn it into a lease program where they lease the land, 100-year lease, they improve the land, then it's taxable. Most of our land is not taxable. Now we have something to fund our schools with. Okay, that's kind of a no-brainer, but they don't want to go there because they're not sure how the party in DC will accept that. To me, it's kind of cut and dry. Like I said, I'm an engineer, and I fix things. Another major industry that Arizona needs to jump on is industrial hemp. We need to legalize cannabis just because of the money aspect. That's $80 million in the first year. Oh, I thought that was me for a second. The June bug climbing out. Anyway, industrial hemp, that's 30,000 uses. That's plastic products. That's a form of rubber products. The oils from hemp does everything that the oils from crude oil does. So, you start looking at why it was blocked, why it's banned, and you see DuPont is one of the main people that pushed it. Okay, where does he run? The textile industries, the paints, all the things that hemp can build and do. It's a huge product. It's a huge product. It's a huge industry that will develop 30,000 products. Excuse me, and that means probably about 30,000 businesses. With that land lease program, we've already got businesses that will come in regardless. And one other thing, my omnibus program. I'll ask everybody to go to my website, download the booklet, Mueller Initiative 2014. It explains this in better detail than I can do in 10 minutes. What do I have left? 2? 3? Okay. My omnibus program is a program where you take the dreams of an individual. You want to create a business. Okay, I'm going to fund it. I show you how we can fund that business and create an entirely new tier of an economy for the people that will be trading these businesses. You'll have to read about it to understand it. But, I don't have any fancy phrases. I don't have any cliches. You had a lot of cool ones. I just don't have them. I speak strictly from the rule book, okay? I've got the answers. That's really what I have. Nothing fancy. The joke is about all I had right there, and that June bug thing, but you can tell my voice is not so hot. It'll be a long ride home. Actually, maybe I'll stay overnight. I'm not going to ride home and freeze on the way up. But that's it. I hope to answer a few questions when we're done, and if I have a couple minutes that we're going to spare, then we'll just spend it in silence, staring at each other or something, I guess. But my name's John Mueller, or J.L. Mueller, at jlmueller.com. I'm not nervous, even though I sound like it. It's this throat of mine, or my esophagus, I guess. In fact, I probably have some sort of disease right about here because it's kind of hurting.
It's not Ebola, though.
It's not Ebola, so don't run. No. I'm not sure. What's Ebola do? You get the flu and then you die.
Fever and...
Then you bleed internally. I don't have that. Anyway. I'm not going to waste your time. I've already done that. My joke kind of fell on me, but this is it. You want the answers. I've got the answers. I don't play games. I don't make things up. I don't have the cliches. I don't have a party in D.C. telling me what to do. I believe in the absolute equal treatment under the law clause. That means everyone has the same exact equal opportunity, and no one else wants to touch that either. They just assume. That's it. Thanks.